Hey you guys, today my dad is working. You wanna go see? Let's go see.
Brooke, you don't have to take that.
Look how nice this is. Dad made it, you know? It's really cool, right? Look at that.
Alright, watch out, guys. I gotta move stuff out of here.
So, that's what I'm talking about.
All right, thanks, babe, for that intro. Welcome to the Project Home Show, everybody. We're going over this laundry nook renovation that we did earlier this year. This was my first renovation of 2021. There were quite a few renovations prior to this, but this particular renovation was interesting because I kind of rushed the design. As you can see, these cabinets are too small. They don't fit anything. And so we're tearing those down, demo. I had a bunch of this leftover barnyard wood that I said, hey, while I was rushing to get it done, I could slap that stuff up there and it'll give it a cool vibe, you know. You can't go wrong with a little barnyard or shiplap to give your wall a decorative feel, but I got tired of that and it was time to build something new. So we got an empty slate here. And so I'm starting this design totally wrong after I kind of started and reviewed my process. Like I'm using 2x4s or 2x3s to build this cabinet when I could have just built a cabinet box very strong. But going into this design, I didn't have full knowledge of what I actually wanted to do. But I knew I wanted to make it strong. And I'm not using a traditional framing here. I'm just getting it up there and just really trying to get it in place to build the box untraditionally. So all my pros don't critique me too hard, but it came out great, so I'm not worried. But the other side, I could have used that box frame so that it can be more room, but it's okay. We live, we learn, we move on. So let's just talk about our laundry room or laundry nook in our case. For most people, it's a very frequently used area, but it's hardly ever designed, right? We don't really have functionality in mind when we buy these homes that have the laundry areas just like an area with your plugs and nothing, no cabinets, no, you know, if there's cabinets, there's generally cabinets above, but it never really fits the homeowner. You go into a home, you have to modify it. So in our case, the number one rule is that if people can see it, we have to design it. So this little area is in the hallway where my kids are, the kids' room and the bathroom. So it was a must that we design it and say, oh, there's a wow factor, right? So it worked out. I think the design really worked well for what we wanted. Day one, framework done for the cabinet. Built in, and we widened it up a little bit up here just so that we can have a little more room on this side. So I'm gonna wrap it up. 8 p.m. I did have to go kind of slow because I got the kids doing homeschool and wife had a couple errands. So, but also just you can be methodical on your DIY projects. So it's all good. Looks good. And methodical I was for sure. So here I'm designing the second side of the cabinet. So this was going to be the same design. It was cool, but I want to just talk about the origin story a little more, just saying that I designed this area 2 times. So if you have a home and you want to kind of fix it up like that countertop there, I made that even better the second time around. We had a couple design challenges to work through. That's why we left that plumbing open. And again, please don't critique my my technique too much, but it came out great. So now we're getting into the shaker cabinets here, and I bought this little small Craig jig. That's my first one. Since then, I bought the whole package because I really love pocket hole joinery. It was very eye-opening to me for this project, and I wish I would have just kind of studied a little more about it earlier. I knew I wanted to buy it, but I didn't know how beautiful and strong it makes the project. But hey, live, learn, and we just keep working, right? So here we go, putting it together. This was my first test door because I wanted to test it out. Well, actually, I wanted to try to nail it the first time, but I wasn't too pleased with my joinery on the ends, and just wanted to get the cuts a little more perfected. So there's definitely a learning curve when you're doing something, but don't be afraid to do it again. Take it apart, take the good parts, and just fix the imperfections. That's what I like about DIY. Just do it again. You don't lose a bunch of money by doing something again and making it better. All right. So cutting rivets on the saw was hard on my first round, and I knew this would be too small. So I got this joint right here. It's a Dremel, just an ultra saw. You get the job done. Little small spaces. It's not as clean as I like, but it's about how you finish it. So it's gonna look nice once you sand it and do all that. So handy dandy. Make sure you got a bunch of tools if you are in a DIY spirit. All right. So I also need to mention, I know you guys saw a little bit of that cold fog. We were in winter while I was trying to work outside in my patio area, and some of those nights were really cold. I had on a sweatshirt and a jacket on top of that, so it was pretty grueling some days trying to get this stuff done. The project, took longer than expected, but we also had an unexpected loss in our family with one of my best friends. So you guys will probably hear me talk about him a lot during this particular video series. He would be someone I would be talking to help me make it through these cold nights and stuff like that, working on projects. But it's a tough situation. I believe I was working on this in January of this year, and he passed away in January. So God bless him, his family, for sure. But of course I am motivated to keep going in my brother's honor, for sure. All right, I'm very proud of myself. I did my first shaker cabinets. Let me see. It won't turn around, but anyway, that's the smaller one. Well, they're long. Of course, shaker style cabinet. Not finished. I'm gonna paint it and sand it and do all that good stuff. This is my larger one that I just fixed because my top panel was kind of jacked up. So, very proud of what I did. I'll shout out the video that I used to do this. Quick, 5 minutes. As long as you got, like I said, an understanding of what you're doing, then it flows. So I'm gonna wrap up, clean up, because I'm tired. It's been a long week, so I'm excited to see the finished product myself. So it's gonna be dope. All right, guys, so here is the favorite part, is the painting. You're getting close to finish when it's painting time, right? So here I'm just testing out the brushes with this particular cabinet paint. I love the green color. It came out beautifully with the black handles. I'm just very excited. So mainly, of course, applying with the paintbrush, and then I go over it with the smooth foam roller, think that works best, right? Most of us, some people like the natural paint, the brush lines on a project, but I think the smoother the better for sure. And since doing this video, I learned a lot. I definitely would have caulked some finish inside those edges there, but again, it came out fine. I kind of wanted it to be rustic vibes versus very clean, modern vibe. I wanted it to feel like a mix of both, right? So that's what it came out. It still has some knots in the wood. That's all on purpose for sure. Just wanted it to have a natural vibe. All right, we see the kids jumping in here. It's my favorite part of doing some projects, sharing what I can with them. You can't let them do everything, but painting, of course, they love it. Oh, you're about to paint, let me paint. So, they did pretty good. Anything that they missed, I'll go back and fix it. No problem. As long as they have fun jumping in with me and not just watching and waiting. Oh, Dad's busy. I just love when they jump in. Y'all. Here's the mantle I made. This is like how they make faux beams and all that. Typically don't have to use these bracers in the middle, but this is a thinner wood, so you got to use something to keep it together. So you want it to be more distressed than this. I like it to look like it's reclaimed. So you just take a little bit of anything and just beat it up, and we're gonna stain it up with a nice brown stain. So I'll just show you guys that in a minute. All right, you guys, so when I started applying this, I really just didn't like the color at all. It was too dark, too something. I don't even know. But I think it also was just the brush. I've used, staining pads before. I just was trying the brush. I don't know why, but I didn't like that. But once I switched over to the lamb's wool applicator, the way it streaked on there made me like it more, right? For the area, it actually fit really well with the green, the black, the cream tones that we used in the color palette. It worked out fine, so I'm not complaining. It's just that initial shock value of the color. I think I was trying to go lighter, but as you can see, applying it with this staining pad, look how smooth that goes with the grain. Beautiful, just really nice. There's a video I watched on how to kind of distress the look of your mantelpiece, and I love these. I've made quite a few at the house. Just DIY. You want to try a bunch of different things, and those are fun to make. The faux beams, the mantles. Those are fun projects, and I'll definitely do one by itself coming up soon in my bathroom renovation video. Finishing it up, getting that stain nice and even. Yeah. Boom, looks good. Also, first time doing the herringbone wood pattern, which we painted. So today, here we're going to be cutting tile, laying it. Really easy application. I started using this a sticky paper called muscle bound, something like that, where you just kind of roll it out, and it doesn't use like a thin set mortar or anything like that. And I just wanted to do that for this portion of the project. The tile right here, I'm cleaning. I'm kind of skipping ahead on the project to the end, so my video won't be so long. Thank you. Come back this way, bro. To me, I want to thank my family for the hard work that they prayed that I would do, and that we finally have our updated first project of 2021, our multifunctional laundry room with lovely shaker cabinets that I built from scratch. My first time doing that, with my lovely first time doing herringbone wood pattern on the wall. What else was a first? Something else was a first.
You bought the stuff.
Countertop matching our opening to give it a little more flair. Electricians, thank you guys for putting in these lovely lights so that we can point it to the cabinets, and then our lovely wife standing under the... All right. My wife, she wasn't dressed for camera, so I told her I wouldn't put her in, but we would like to thank you guys for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for the notifications. It will help us out with the YouTube algorithm, all right? So we got a bunch of shows loading right now. We got the Ultimate Kids Room renovation. We have the Ultimate Home Office renovation going on. As you can see, I'm in my media room right now that I built over the past few weeks. Happy that I got this done so I can do these videos, voiceovers, music editing, all that good stuff. So check us out. Stay tuned. Also note, we have the Summer DIY Challenge on the Project Home Show. Just tag us, hashtag Project Home Show, hashtag Summer DIY Challenge, and tag yourself below in the comments so I can check out your page, see what you're building. Let's do it. Let's have fun. I'm about to go DIY crazy. Schedule was freed up. The kids are out of school. So I'm looking forward to having some DIY fun. All right. So stay tuned. We'll see you at the next video.